Sitting with Ashley, okay, first notice the subliminal messaging, and it's not subliminal because I'm telling you. But I got this new t-shirt. Look how cute. It's all of these different peace signs making up one peace sign. Anyway, also I want to show you a picture of the moon I took this morning. Last night we had a storm, so I didn't look at it before I went to bed. But I went out to feed the alley cats today, and I was like, holy shit. No? Okay. Yeah, no, we're not, okay. Never mind, use your eyes, go outside. Okay, anyway, this is a new project I just got to download about, this. So this is called Offering Empathy, and, along the same lines as Ancestors and Comrades, those projects, we're going to be talking about oppressed groups, and we're going to be offering empathy in this series. And we're going to start with the kiddos, okay? The kiddos of the world. We really need to do better as old people or adults or big people or people who have access to solutions, okay? We need to be doing better for our kiddos. Myself included as a parent. I'm burnt the fuck out, single mom over here. But I do have a village, and I think a lot of people think they don't have a village, but village isn't quite what we think it's gonna be. Oh shit, he's awake. I'm offering empathy for that. I'm gonna have to cut this short. But I just want to say, I'm gonna go back through and we're gonna do different groups. But I think I've seen a lot about two things. I've seen a lot about people talking about how children are an oppressed group, or the most oppressed group in the past week or so. I've been seeing a lot about that. And today I saw something about on my Instagram. Let me see if I can find it. Just because I want to read it verbatim. I did like it, so it should be in my... How do you see what you liked on Instagram is so fucking geriatric. It's fucking old. Saved? I don't know if I saved it. Where do I... Can I just see what I've liked? Oh my god. Why did you just turn off? You have 66%. I don't understand. I gotta charge that. I guess you're just not gonna work. Okay, hang on. Remember when I said I was gonna hurry? Ultimately, it was just someone saying something. Oh, your activity. Likes. I didn't like it. Oh, okay, well, I'm just wasting time. I guess I didn't like it. It was someone talking about empathy, and it was some person back in the day who had studied about evil and like what makes people evil. And remember that evil is the word live backwards, okay? You guys want to hear a funny story about that? I know this is offering empathy, but when I was a kid, I was like 23, I got a tattoo on my back, and it says dream, laugh, live. And when he gave me the mirror to look at it, I saw evil, and I was like, no, that's not what I wanted. But it was because it was backwards in the mirror. And ever since then, I was like, oh. I was also robo-tripping. If you don't know what that is, I was high on cough syrup. Anyway, it was a phase. So, let's remember that for the kids. They go through phases, they do shit. Don't forget what it's like to be a kid, I guess, is important. But anyway, this post that I saw said that the reason people are evil, because I've been on this journey in my life too, of like, why does genocide happen? And I've studied it at undergrad and graduate levels, and I'm just like, wow, why? How do people carry things out like that? Like, why? And that's always been my like motivating force. So to be alive in these times is very interesting, I can say. But empathy is the antidote to evil. And I said that a long time ago. This was after the robo-tripping incident. I got this empathy after my experience in the mental institutions. And my sister, my number one bully, was always like, why'd you get it backwards? Like, why is it upside down for you? And I'm like, Because empathy is something you offer others. That's why. And my grandma knew. My grandma who turned 100, she used to stick up for me. Because I always liked showing my grandmas my tattoos, because I don't think they ever had any, obviously. Tattoos were very stigmatized. And my grandma would be like, because that's how it's supposed to be. To my sister. Anyway, so all of those stories are relevant for this message. Let's offer empathy to each other, but especially our kiddos and the kiddos that are not ours. And James Baldwin said, all of the children are ours no matter where they are. And I think I want to lift him up as an ancestor, so maybe I'll do that today. But we need to offer more empathy, so let's start with the children, okay? And that includes the little one within you, first and foremost, right? Because I think until we offer our little one within us that empathy that we wish we received, or the empathy we needed, or the support we needed, or the judgment-free zone, the safe space, whatever it was that you didn't receive as a kid from the adults around you, if you're an adult now, I need you to understand that the kids now are receiving even less than we did. Because of how evil the world has turned. And I need us as grown people to really understand what these kids are going through by having empathy through our own experiences, when what we experienced was nothing like what these kids are experiencing. Having the ability to open up social media and see how fucking awful the world is. Can you imagine? I mean, all of us millennials always want to bitch about how horrible 9/11 was. 9/11 didn't affect us, ultimately. Yeah, it was a traumatic day, but what are these kids experiencing? That's 9/11 on fucking steroids. Every day waking up can see multiple genocides happening, being trained in school shootings, the culture around aesthetically pleasing and sex culture and all of that shit is nothing like what we experienced. We, as millennials, had the last innocence, I would say. We were the last generation of having innocence. And I think a lot of us still have that intact. That's why we are adults that look like children. But that's huge. These kids are not able to experience innocence. They are being forced into being grown up. Not even to mention human trafficking and the fear of that. Like, our children are being preyed upon. Yes, they are the most oppressed class. And within that, there are all of the different distinctions of oppression within the children, right? Foster children, children growing up with single moms, or parents who are incarcerated, or boomer grandparents who are only Facebook grandparents, right? Like, our childhood and our experiences were nothing like what these kids are experiencing. So let's offer empathy and move accordingly. Whatever that looks like for you. If you want to put together like a little library in your hood, have offerings for kids. These kids are really criminalized, and they are being forced to grow up way too quick. I want to put together one of those little libraries, personal hygiene or books or fun stuff, whatever it is. I'll use some of my money to do that. I like putting stuff together for the kiddos during the holiday season in the alley. The high schoolers walk by on their lunch break. And so I think I'm going to expand that. That's going to be a project that I'm choosing to do within this project. So, like, let's take it from beyond watching this video and really put it into action where you're at, okay? All right, let's offer the kiddos some empathy, okay? Have a good one.